Can I tell you that God only knows how to love one way? With first love. He doesn't know how to share. Everything about the Lord is a first love act. It's the only love He knows. And when He's not our first love, it means we have been distracted by something else, and we're no longer possessed by Him. We're sharing with all this other stuff. And I believe that in 2020, see, the world was saying 2020, perfect vision. We're going to have perfect vision to know what God is doing. And everyone's like, what are you doing? And I've been saying all year long, He's not showing us what He's doing. He's trying to get rid of things that are keeping us from seeing the singular purpose. He's removing distraction. He's removing the cataracts. He's fixing our vision, not on what He's going to do. He knows what He's going to do. He doesn't need you to know. In fact, He tells us in the scriptures, He says, if I were to tell you what I'm doing, you wouldn't believe it. He doesn't need us to know what He's doing. If we knew what He was doing and we knew how to do it, we wouldn't walk in faith. We'd be walking in understanding. We'd be walking in the knowledge, not in faith. So He keeps from us what He's doing, and it seems blurry on the outside, but He's sitting on His throne with perfect vision. And what He's been doing is saying, you have things in your eyes, scales and logs and splinters and distractions that I've got to remove so that you can fix your eyes on my Son again and give yourself to Him and marry Him again so you can become the holy priesthood, holy nation, set apart, peculiar. The scripture says, do you not know that your Maker is your husband? You know what I don't need to love on my wife? A crowd. In fact, it's kind of weird when you're looking. My Maker is my husband. And I give myself to Him, and here's what's crazy. He gives Himself to me. And through me, He desires to do things that He could do on His own. Man, we have a world that is jacked up. And we keep calling to God saying, God, when are you going to do something? And He said, I did. I created you. But we don't see ourselves in the way that God sees us. We see ourselves in all of our stuff. And friends, I'm telling you, seeing yourself that way is taking your eyes off of Jesus and putting it back on you. We live in this land of me with this culture of It's this land of I need to pursue what I want, my plans, me. I've got to be smarter than that person, richer than that person, better than that person. And I just see God sitting up there like, I didn't create you for you. All things were created by Him and for Man, this is revival, Brandon. You're ripping us apart. Dude, I'm trying to put a defibrillator on your heart and say it's time for you to wake up and come alive. This thing is not about you. This thing is all about Jesus. And the sooner we get on board with loving on, talking about, looking like, smelling like, moving like Jesus, the sooner we can come alive. Because it's no longer you who live, but Him who lives in you. The problem is that we're stuffing Him down so that we can stay standing up. I promise He's better at it. The only way we can walk in faith, that's what Peter did on the water. He was stepping out in faith on the water. And he walked on water, man. He did. As long as he was fixed on the person of Jesus, he did the impossible. And people talk about when Peter failed, but what I don't understand is why we don't talk about Jesus picking him back up out of the water and letting him walk back to the boat. We fail once and we think it's a one and done deal. No, my friends, you fall into the water. He's right there, holding his hand in, letting you grab it, and he picks you back up and he lets you start from where you stopped. If you want to know, if you're sitting here going, man, I don't know the last time I felt Jesus. Search your heart for that moment that you seem to have deviated and go back there. I promise he's waiting.